Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and the DARPA dogs aren't coming. They're here. And as we've discussed many, many times on this program, they are able to be fitted with any type of a mount, and you better believe that the sniper mounts have now been announced. On top of that, although they had a failed run with the NYPD in separate boroughs in New York City before the people were like, you know what, I don't like seeing DARPA dogs. And I see people in the comments saying, it's not a dog, it's a robot. I'm just going with the lingo, okay? The robo-dogs. They used to call them big dogs back in the day. Remember the big dogs? They had very, very large ones. Now they're much more efficient and small and can do very, very big things that they couldn't do before, like mount sniper rifles. Well, as I said before, they were retracted in New York City, but we now have reports in a video, supposedly out of D.C. We cannot normalize this behavior, guys. This is nothing about that's fun, nothing about that's funny, nothing about that's good. It's not ha ha ha. No, no, no. You don't normalize this. Okay? I'm sorry. And that's what is happening right now. Okay? They are normalizing the automation of society. That's what defund the police is. Okay? And now you have the robot in Singapore, okay, in Singapore that's going around, and it's not just telling you to stop doing things that are illegal, it's also your behavior. And these are the same type of model robots that are already patrolling rich neighborhoods as privatized security. We're going to go over not only this, but we're going to show you the dangers of these mounts and why it matters, why we cannot allow this, let alone normalize it, why the Second Amendment still does matter, because if it didn't matter, remember, Bill Gates loves what Australia is doing. We would be Australia right now. We would be Australia. Make no mistake. And they are firing people who have educations, who have been in careers for months, years, decades, based on you know what, stuff we cannot talk about here. But why would they do that? Well, the future doesn't need us. And we're going to just briefly also go over the Bill Joy piece from over 20 years ago. And when you read these pieces more and more, so many people kind of get introduced to Ray Kurzweil and realize, oh my goodness, this is a reality. And this is a reality he comes to, again, over 20 years ago. And it's an extensive piece, but it's very important. Before we get there, okay, as you guys know, we're fully demonetized on YouTube, almost 2 years. We don't even know if we're going to be here tomorrow, right? They just pick out a video, all of a sudden I'm suspended. All right, I still need you to thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up, subscribe, share, let people know about the channel. Remember, all the documentary films are also free right here, including Invisible Empire and New World Order Defined right behind me. The GoFundMe's down below, but I need you to Rockfin, Rockfin, Rockfin. If you have not at least made that free Rockfin account, what are you waiting for? Go follow me over there. If you get a premium account, you get all my premium stuff, which is basically just throwbacks, okay? But you get everybody's premium stuff too, and you help support me and this broadcast. And again, there are certain things that we can't put anywhere else, right? Iowa parents fight for their kids. Unfortunately, I would have loved to put that on YouTube. I probably would have gotten in trouble. The activation tour with myself, Derek Bros, Pat Militich, and others, that's up there. So at least go make the free account. And there are Mixed Martial Mindset Uncensored once a week. You know you're at least getting that broadcast. That was a great broadcast this week, by the way. Okay? And I want to thank Odyssey for backing me up. And of course, again, all the documentary films, Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture are free right here, right now. Now, before we get started, I want to show you how far down the big tech, Nazi-like Ministry of Truth is. Now, if you look at this, we're going to read it out loud, okay? Now, on the top, I say, correct. A lot of you have failed miserably and continue to do so. In regards to this quote, if you've ever wondered whether you would have complied during 1930s Germany, now you know, right? Now, why in the world would that need some kind of a fact check, let alone this one? What's this? So it gets a boop boop fact check when it has absolutely, and this is human rights advocates for Australia, okay? There is not a mention, not a whisper of anything to do with any kind of a medical procedure, any kind of a shot, anything. This is how far it's gone. And now there's more revelations that they gave $400 million to Democratic donors just prior to the elections for the midterm. No kidding. No, really? And the fake whistleblowers, more censorship, it's all here. And they don't mind getting rid of you. They don't mind because they got sniper mounts. And this literally looks like the Metalhead episode of Black Mirror. There it is right there. Decades of popular dystopia science fiction have warned that this might happen. And yes, here we are. It said, yeah, here we are. It is right there. It is a soulless piece of hardware. It is SWORD. The International stated its involvement with Spurs, keeping its special ops teams armed with the latest lethality innovation. All right, now here's the thing on top of that technology. They have guided bullets. This is the DARPA takeover. Okay, DARPA has had technology behind the scenes that we are still not aware of. It goes even beyond warfare in the sense of boom, boom, bang, bang. It's bio, nano, it's genetic. Moderna partnered with DARPA openly in 2013. We're here. We're here. It's now. This is the techno-fascist takeover. Make no mistake about it, okay? Oh, we'll get there in a second. This is where I wanted to go. Why the future doesn't need us. And in this very extensive piece, he talks about Ted Kaczynski and his warning of the evolution of technology and who was at the helm. He talks again about Kurzweil. He talks about other authors. And basically what the chances are, human beings are going to survive what Dennis Bushnell, who's the chief scientist at NASA, refers to as the bio-nano quantum era. Okay? And actually, when you get down to quantum levels, this is from 2000, all right? And the subheadline on this, why the future doesn't need us, our most powerful 21st century technologies, robotics, genetic engineering, and nanotech are threatening to make humans an endangered species. And again, when I say you got to sit down and read it, I think it prints out to something like 20 pages. Might take you an hour or two, especially with a lot of introspection. He comes out of it, and Bill Joy's still around, by the way. He was Sun Microsystems at the time. I mean, again, read this. With a semi-positive attitude at the end, but, a woeful one at that, okay? He talks a lot, and it's actually very well cited. So, iRobot's in here, the coming plague of new engineering diseases in a world out of balance. Is that relevant right now? I think it might be. And again, people are still having a hard time coming to the realization that biological warfare has been around a long time. We've played that clip of Kurzweil, pre-COVID 1984, talking about biological engineering and literally reprogramming DNA. And he talks about a souped-up flu virus and the danger of that being released by some terrorist organization. But then he says, but we have a great track record that that's never happened. Well, I argue otherwise. I wonder if I still have that up. I think I might. And I think that's, yes, extremely important that prior to the COVID 1984 nightmare, we were finally starting to come to the realization that biowarfare is real and that Lyme disease may have been weaponized ticks that were purposely released by the Pentagon. Again, we talk about that quote and what the Nazis did with medicalization and the Department of Hygiene. Here in this country, post-World War II, it was the Department of Energy that, again, had a plethora of black projects that were deemed, quote-unquote, born classified after Operation Paperclip. We brought in all these different Nazi scientists. These are the facts, folks. This is what's going down right now. And these DARPA dogs will be just the beginning. You think you got to look how quick that dog moved. We're gonna watch it one more time. Look how quick this dog moves, the DC dog. That thing is, and then it's just walking. Those things are going to be moving. You know, this is like, you got to believe that DARPA itself, behind the scenes, has technology at least 3 times as advanced as that. 3 times. And it's, again, bad enough that you could put a mount on it with a sniper rifle that then has guided bullets. Guys, thumbs it up, subscribe and share. I know I've been sparse on the video. I was over at Caged Aggression yesterday doing the weigh-ins and some of the pre-interviews. I got to tell you, I am so pumped for this card. And, you know, that's not me just hyping it up because I'm a part of this organization now and I'll be calling the fights both nights. But you can watch the pay-per-view. It's $25, I think, each night. But the best part about it is this main event. Where is it? Darian Abbey versus Alec Lorenz. I actually got to see Abbey's first pro fight in Bellator. Mohegan Sun almost came away with the win. I was stoked when he came to the heavyweight division in Caged Aggression. Big boy. He's a transformed human. He's fighting at 205. He's a transformed human. And Lorenz is a heavy hitter. He has 0 losses. He's some of the best camps in the world. Koch brothers are behind him. I can't wait for that fight. Great card underneath. Not trying to disparage any of the other fighters, but that one in particular, I am so pumped on that main event. And then we're doing it again on Saturday night. If you are in the Davenport, Iowa area, the Quad Cities, come on down. Okay, we're able to go to capacity tonight for the first time in almost 2 years. Mike Goodwin, shout out to him for the organization. And I'm going to be there tonight. I'm going to be calling those fights. So if you get the pay-per-view, you're going to hear and see me. If you want to check out some of the older stuff, check out the YouTube Caged Aggression. And this won't quite be my one-year anniversary. I actually went to the fights in October. That's where I got hired. But I believe there was a November card or a December card. Go check those out. Anything after October of last year, I'm going to be calling. Pat Militich, I believe Jens Pulver's also going to be calling them with me. Very exciting stuff. I know Matt Hughes' son is also going to be, I believe, on tomorrow night's card, which is awesome, his second amateur fight. So, guys, I love you. These are the moments worth living for, right? You can't have one without the other. I realize we're in serious times, but, again, if you can't enjoy your life, what's the point? Much love to everybody. It's not about left or right. It's about right and wrong. We've got to fight this automation nation, this great reset, new world order takeover of a predator class. See you on the flip side.